With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Throwing is Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Lockett in motion right. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba. Smith. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Walker. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they finally get their chance on offense, 1st and 10. A first run now for Kyren Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 38 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep is Jalen Darden. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Finding one, and it's a fumble. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Play action. Stafford. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Stafford. Caught on the slant. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 2-2 Atwell from 10 yards out. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. A try here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Rams 7.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Geno. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 38 yards. And the Seahawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
To throw is Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again at Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Smith now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Straight ahead, Walker.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Smith. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
A 47-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Derek Hall in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Stafford. He's got Atwell. That's complete. And he will get a good amount of yardage back on 2nd down, but the clock still runs. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. Now they'll try to run a reverse here. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To throw is Smith. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Throwing is Smith. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, and it's intercepted. Pushing through the contact. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football, and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Williams is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I